guys, it's fall again. Hopefully this is working. Can everybody see me? I'm going to try and go check it out. I'm a little worried it's not. But if you guys can see me, welcome in. I'm trying my best to check on it from a perspective to see if we're going. It looks like I might be going at least over on Twitch. Hopefully that is going well. If you guys are having a good day, I hope it's going well. Oh, looks like we're good. Okay, y'all. So today we are playing the classic Inscryption. Make sure the audio is coming in. All right. Good. All right. Let's get into this. So, what is Inscryption? Inscryption is quite possibly one of the greatest games made in the modern times. So, when it comes to Inscryption is a good old game that talks about sacrifice. It's not enough to just say that it's a matter of one thing or another. I'm really hoping we're good on the actual game. Make sure that everything's going well. Looking like it, perhaps. Just making sure we got capture on the game. All right, here we are, folks. So, when it comes to this game, we're going to play a thing called Casey's mod. I was actually in part of the development when it comes to Casey's mod. It is a pretty fun little thing. So, for Casey's mod, it is basically an extension of the original game. So, it is different in the sense that it is not the whole game, but it is the first chapter phase of the game. So, when we're looking at this game, it's about sacrifice. Sacrifice being the real bottom line. Now, with Casey's mod, I'm going to sacrifice my playability and go for the hardest build as possible. We got... Honestly, this doesn't make it that much harder. The real limitations here: squirrel fish, one candle, double up difficulty. You get no real rares, you just get regular cards on the boss rolls. You have all battles down one. You can't re-roll. You have boss totems. You have regular game totems. You don't get the hook, so you start with only 2 items. You have a smaller backpack, which means that again you only start with 2 items. You got pricier pelts, so you can't just buy them as easy. And all of your starters are annoying, which means that my starters, much like me, are obnoxious. This is me in another timeline, going off to the fanciful land of Antarctica. Let me tell you guys, while I got you live here, before we go jumping into the meat and taters of this game, I personally feel like my research purposes have gone to a point where I value science a little bit more than I value the direction that society is trying to pull. I think that we as a culture have a lot more to offer than just to say, hey, it's good to be unkind to one another as long as it'll build you up. So I hope that I give you guys a good stream ahead of you, and I hope that you guys decide to follow some of my channels. I am trying desperately to make this a good experience for everybody involved. I'm going to do one more last double check on the actual channel to make sure everything is good. It's looking like we're good. Still got live data. I'm going to check the audio on Twitch. Alright, cool. So we are good to go. The reason this is marked as adult is because this is a game about death. Death is a hardcore subject. Death is the ultimate removal. We are going to try not to die. That doesn't mean we are not going to die. In the bottom line, we can do our best to try and be smart about it. But at the end of the day, it's all about making the right decisions and choices. So here are our pelts. These are basically our only cards. These guys, they aren't busy until later. They cost a bone, they have the annoying sigil, and they have this cool V symbol. The V symbol doesn't really translate, so the only way that these three cards will be in any way useful at all, anything to us at all, is if we get cards with 1 life, 2 life, 3 life, 4 life, and 5 life. 1 attack, which we have no attack right now. 2 attack, 3 attack, 4 attack, and 5 attack. And also, 1 of each of the tribes. There are wolves, there are ungulates, there are reptiles, there are birds, and insects. So, we are going to get into it and start into this map. The first step is we can't win with absolutely nothing. I've seen one other person. I can't remember the channel name. I do apologize, but I can't give you the cross-reference if you deserve it. But they did a 0 build. You have no attack whatsoever, which is really cool, but I cannot do that build. I'm not that good. Now the Kingfisher seems like it would be a nice play because it dives and it flies. The fly goes over, and the dive means it can't be hit. But this is basically just going to make it so I have an empty space, and I already basically have only empty space. This guy gives me a damage for how many cards I have in my hand. I believe I'm going to go with that, even though it doesn't have a tribe. Now, when we look at this, I've got a couple of options here. Realistically, I'm thinking that if I want to build it up, I'm going to probably go with this beaver, which again, I'm still not getting any kind of actual damage, really. I got the 1 damage and the 4 health, but these dams might help. And at the end of the day, I've got these eggs, so we're still looking at only 1 because I picked up 1, and this doesn't even count as an attack. So we are only going to have 1 damage overall, as far as the game cares. You have my gratitude. Now we are going to pass in to the sacrifice immediately. Oh no, that's going to be a hard sell. Well, I've only really got 1 sigil, so I basically have to throw away my 4 immediately, or throw away one of my useless cards. The whole point of this deck is to make these useless cards not useless. As you can see, I'm starting to light them up. I got the 4 there from the beaver. Unfortunately, that means this beaver is likely going to have to go. I don't know exactly what we're going to go for, but hey, let's try and give it a go on this one. Alright? We are going to put the 4 away. Okay? Go down to a 1 attack glass cannon that has dam pieces. We're probably fitting to lose. I don't want to hold you guys and make you think we're not. We got another sacrifice this way. I don't necessarily know that that's the best path. I think we're going to go and try and hit the carver and get another card here. This is just going to be more teeth. Or rather another pelt, which that's not going to really help. Let's go to the left. See what we got here. So, they have flying defense on the insects. That means that if I tried to fly over, that Kingfisher would just take the damage. Alright, so looking at his cards, he's got a bee coming in. That's not going to have any kind of real overarch. Now we have we have a blood that I guess we can use here. Is the bee going to fly? Yes, the bee's going to fly. So we're safe to put this here. Even though it's not really, well, if it's going to fly anyway, I suppose I'll just go with this. Alright, so the dam is a functional useless card right now, but at the same time, we at the very least got a bone, so if I wanted to, I could block up this lane, but realistically, this is the only card we have to play, so let's hope we get him. Like I said, the only thing that's really a benefit is that we're going to keep on drawing more cards, which means this damage is going to go up. This is probably going to be the only thing that realistically saves us about this run. I don't want to play another card because then this damage goes down and I'm only at minimal damage. So he's going to do 1 and then a 2, and I'm going to hit him for 3. So we should be up 1 more peg, and then I'll pull 1 more card, and hopefully if he doesn't pull something that's going to directly attack me, we should be good. So we got another B, so it looks like we're fine. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what card I'm pulling, because the card I pull will make that card go higher. So now we're looking at these dams are still going to do nothing. We've got 4 damage to the 2, so we're going to pop up by either 1 or 2 more ticks. Which was actually enough for the 4 because they didn't get the move first. So when it comes to Inscryption, like I said, it's all about sacrifice. It's about knowing the correct place and ultimately deciding how these 2 are functionally useless to our quest. They have the 2 damage here in the form of 4 bone cost, but until our Hydras, which is what the Curious Eggs turn into, hatch, they're useless. This mud turtle, however, technically has an extra hit in him, so this 2 health isn't even really accurate. Alright, let's get ourselves a totem. Came upon the old wood carver, one of the least seen characters in this game, who fixed her intense gaze upon you. After an overlong moment of silence, she moved to offer her carvings. Alright, so, Warren, that's not a bad play, but then again, the best play to do is to honestly try and get every single one of these heads. The Warren is good, but it's not a triple blood cost. It would increase our cards, but again, we need a head for this, so this is functionally useless until we meet this again. I would say that ultimately we have a reptile. Let's go for the reptile head, and I'm going to try and just line this up with all the different heads, because then we'll have an ability. Alright, so we are looking at blood cost or a random card up here. But more importantly, we got the campfire, and we have another totem head. So honestly, I need to skip the campfire and hit the totem head if I want to get all these heads. So the path is looking like this way. Let's go ahead and see if we survive this battle. Like I said, a lot of life is about sacrifice, and I'm really glad to sacrifice my time to you guys. I hope you're enjoying my content. Alright, so we got this mud turtle. Mud turtle is not going to really do us anything right now. This guy is still our best card. Got an aqua squirrel to put him on the board. What's this guy doing? We got a ringworm. That's not going to do anything. That worker ant realistically needs to come over here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and assume the stump to be one of the dams, even though we're not going to be able to get the dams. We'll try and do it, but it won't. Alright, so now we're looking at this, and realistically, that's pretty much it. That ant's going to hit us for 1, and ideally move in the way next turn. Alright, so we don't really have anything in here that's important, and we don't really have anything to play, so we may as well go ahead and get this guy. In case this one dies, we get enough aqua squirrels. I mean, we got the Curious Egg, which will take this bone. That's one of my favorite mechanics about the game. But anyway, worker ant takes the hit. It's going to attack for 1 and pretty much ruin our chances at this run. Alright, so we are looking at this. We have to put aqua squirrel. The good news is this dam won't kill the ringworm, but the ringworm will try and move. So we got to kill this ant and hope that it's going to be enough over time. But the problem is that ant is 2 health. With that damage, he's going to hit us for 1. So it's not like we're losing. And like I said, these cards are functionally useless. Kill the ant, move on. Oh, we're just going to be fighting ants for a while, huh? I'm hopeful I don't get starved. A lot of coins. Alright, anyway. The reason why I label this stream as well as gambling is because you are literally sacrificing and gambling with the very chances of your life. Like the book. We don't need this right now. Yeah, this will give a chance to this will give you a chance to see. These cards are slightly glowing up because we got the 2 damage in the 2. So slowly but surely eventually we grow. Oh, well, that sucks. That's going to go right there, and he's just going to keep on hitting me for that one damage. All right, I guess he'll move in the way, so it's not going to be that big a problem. Eventually, we will clear the field and win this battle. It's just going to take another 2 or 3 turns to at least clear the field. All right, we're just drawing squirrels. He's going to want to concede. I say we don't let him. Even if we hit starvation, he's still holding the file. I think that we just wait him out and hit him with the mud turtle over and over again because he decided to kill our tentacle monster. So the tentacle monsters, there's like 2 or 3 different varieties, I think. But I think the one that we have is potentially the best one because if we can set up an infinite card build and then try and get a campfire down the line, we can ideally go that way. Alright, so let's see what I got there. Okay, so we got a river otter, we got a river snapper, and a moose buck. Well, we already have a reptile, and we already have nothing, which, as much as I love the river otter, and he's so cute. A 1/1 that swims is basically going to be a bee that drowns. The 6 health doesn't really help us, neither does the 7 health, neither does the 3 blood, but the 3 damage is a unique value, and so is the buck itself. So we're going to take this pushy guy. This here means he's going to move all of these cards around. Let's go ahead and grab up. We really need to go up here. Alright, so we're following the path as best we can. Here comes the old woodcarver. After an overlong moment of silence. More heads. Let's go ahead and take the wolf. Oh, that on death wouldn't have been terrible either. I didn't see what the other one was. Let's go forward. We are definitely going this way. We are almost there. We'll need 1 more, and then we will get the best card for this run. Alright, let's try and figure out wild style. We got flying bugs. I mean, that's not the craziest thing I've ever heard. We're down 1, worker ant coming in, ringworm coming in, and this actually benefits us. By doing it this way, we are looking at a system where it will not attack us. You can just take a damn there. I don't really need you. You're not going to do anything. And if someone goes behind you, go ahead and fly it, no damage. Alright, we still don't need these. Those are realistically better later. So the cool thing is, if I get more cards, I'm not going to be able to play the moose buck or the mud turtle if things go well. It's not looking so hot. Alright. Doesn't really matter what we're pulling. This guy's going to do more damage this time. We're going to take 1 more damage, which is going to push us down on the scale. But at the same time, the next turn we should do 4 damage. So we should be able to climb back up. I don't think we need to use these. As much as it seems a gamble. So the bee hits us for 1. The ringworm stays there. And now he's going to give us the file if he doesn't put anything else down. Alright, we are at a point. Ooh, that mantis is not so hot. Let's go ahead and draw the last card, and then from here I believe we won it. Here we are. Slowly accruing teeth. Not that we really need them. Alright, so we realistically want to go this way. We are in a path where we are actually likely to not necessarily need to keep picking down the actual species tree, but just for our sake, we already have a reptile. I don't think we have a bug. Let's look at it. Yeah, we got a moose and we got a reptile. So this is a gamble between these 2. This could give us the dire wolf, which that would be really good. It could just give us a coyote. This guy, I doubt it's going to give us a ringworm, but it could give us just a worker ant, or it could give us a mantis, which that would be great. Realistically, we don't really have a good choice, so let's just go ahead and didn't pick one. Nope, still in the middle. Alright, we got a coyote. I told you. That 4 bone cost makes this thing, the 2 damage is almost negligible. But it is a value in the system. We're going to go ahead and get 2 more heads at the risk of failing up here after an overlong moment of silence. Like I said, we may very well fail this build. This is the dams, this is the ants. Ants isn't bad, but realistically, I need Ouroboros if I'm going to do any kind of a real thing. Okay, so we got this last pull, and then like I said, I am sincerely worried we are not going to make it. This first hill, if you don't get the build together, which while it looks like we got a nice build, this, oh, it vaulted it. That's not bad. We are 1 head away from being able to get the full set, but this guy's probably going to stop that. So, here is the issue. If we were just running a regular run, I could probably knock this out of the park and we would be able to get it. But this rotten stench caused me to retch. Doubled over, a mucky boot entered your field of view. You looked up to behold an unnaturally large figure. Go fish. Alright, so the problem with this guy is he's going to steal my cards. The first phase, this metric actually works pretty well. We got moving birds, so that's not going to really work for me with him having such a high card on there. Like I said, this guy is pretty much useless until we have a bunch of dead things. I can go ahead and put this down, but again, I don't really have it. This guy's not going to wind up killing the kingfisher up here. He's just going to keep walking around and being underwater no matter how bad I try. Oh, wait, we once again have this dam situation. So, let's go ahead and give it a try and hope that I can get it high enough. I should realistically be trying to store up cards now, but if I do it now, this guy's going to make this go too high and make this rate of change, make it so there's absolutely no chance I'm going to be able to beat these grizzlies. In a moment, this game is going to get impossibly unfair. Alright, let's save all this. Oh, he's going to take my dam. Aw, darn. Alright, so, I realistically don't need these cards. Let's go with the Octa Squirrel. So when it comes to this actual card set, like I said, I'm not really looking very promising at it. Alright, maybe that'll do. I just go like this. I need to play. I need to play cards. Oh wait, I can't do that one. Alright, so the idea is when this change is over, he is going to hit us hard. By dropping that card, I'm trying to buy myself another round so that I can try and establish out here, and hopefully we can see something here. Next turn, he is going to make a big move and probably ruin me. Alright, we got lucky and got the egg. I'm gonna have to... Yeah, okay. So... I guess I'm gonna have to put down the regular squirrel if I'm gonna do this right. And this is this round. So, we go ahead and win this round, and the game becomes impossible. I don't think realistically we're going to win this. Oh, we got a little bit of a stall. Alright, there we go. So now the game is near unwinnable. We have a chance, but it's not looking very promising. Realistically, I need not squirrels, because these squirrels are not going to help. We got another Curious Egg. That's probably the best time line that I could do. This guy's going to do 5 damage and pretty much immediately die. So yeah, we lost this one. It's a shame too, because this guy right here he's going to kill us in just a moment. Really do there. I don't have the boost buff, so I couldn't even just like change the strategy, but even still, this guy's good. The dam's honestly kind of doomed to run. I could have put something here and then sacrificed and gotten bones for the coyote, or bones to be able to place the curious egg instead of the squirrel. Anyway, let's go ahead and use this. Oh, pull on the teeth. Like I said, strong teeth. And the grisly murder. Literal grisly murder. Alright. We have lost. We are dying. This is transient. We put these down just to show that we once lived. Alright, so, like I said, this game is about sacrifice. If we want to actually have a good time, I'm probably going to have to sacrifice at the very least this method. It's possible, but very difficult with the egg. And you basically have to get one mode. Fish. Alright. That's a failure, guys. But it's okay. Failure is just another data point. Let's try again, but this time, let's go ahead and keep the eggs and ditch the bears. This bears, no, wrong way. This bears is basically the hardest one. I've done all of the different settings. This bears is like the impossibility factor. Alright, back in Antarctica we go. I hope you guys are enjoying my content. I know that it is getting a little bit late for my bedtime, so I'm probably going to play maybe 1-2 more rounds of this. Hopefully we'll get to the moon. Let's go. Alright, so again, we are at the pelts. We got fire, sacrifice, fire. So the only reason we should go this way is if for some reason we get some kind of absolutely insane pull on this. Now we've got the fire up here and the fire down here. I'm really hoping to get a mantis. Maybe we could get even a dire wolf or something. But realistically, or like a dire wolf pup, we need something that's low cost, that's going to get us ideally an animal that has like a unique value of health or damage. So 3, 4, maybe even a 5, probably not, but let's see what we got. I am anticipating some extraordinary pelts. We have hair pelts. Ooh, we got the mantis and the adder. Mantis, adder, and cockroach. This honestly is a good pull. See, here's that second tentacle. This guy is basically useless if he's alone. So if there's nothing against it, it'll just be no damage. So that's not really a good card. This is a good sigil, but the 0 damage isn't a great card. We do have that up and coming system. I personally think that the best thing that I could do is either go to the right and sacrifice the cockroach onto the mantis, so we can just have unlimited mantises, and then try to bolster up the damage. I think that that's going to be our longest form, because if we don't lose the mantis and it's just a 1 blood cost, and we don't add any more 1 blood cost, this will be good. The adder is another really good build, because we really need to be able to kill the bears. Oh wait, we're not doing the bears. Yeah, we don't need the bears. So then that's totally different. We're going to do it a fun way then. So we're going to sacrifice that cockroach. We got 2 bugs, but that's okay, because we're going to have 1 bug in just a moment. Alright, so let's get rid of this, and then up the mantis up there. We are getting rid of the cockroach, and on the mantis it goes. Alright, let's go ahead and give it a pass. So now we're going into the first battle. We're going to get locked into this pass, so as long as we choose a not 2 blood, or a not 1 blood, we should be good to go. Alright, the undulates, they dive. Not a very good skill. Alright, so that elf fawn is going to dive down and not get hit, and it's going to jump up. This mole is going to jump into the way, so this is going to be a pretty long fight. And this guy's not going to die. So, at the very least, this guy's not going to die. we have the Mantis, who's technically unlimited bones as long as we have cards over here. Alright, 2 to 1. Hits me for 1. The problem is, we don't really have a second card, so I'm kind of locked into hoping that this is going to just go for it. If not, we're kind of locked in a loop. So, hope for not. Alright, we have the very least have another Mantis. The 2 damage, though, is going to be damaging. Alright, well, that's a little frustrating. Alright, so we drop down Aqua Squirrel. At the very least, we can get 1 damage in, but they're going to do 4 damage. I think we're already stoked. That's really frustrating. Alright, so I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'm not going to be able to kill these guys. As much as this seems like it's not that bad, these guys are ruthless. Alright, so that's a build to think about later. Diving Undulates. So, unfortunately, I think that just like the lots of headpieces, this is looking like the dead timeline. 1, 2, we get 1 damage. They do 4. Oof. So again, I'm going to do 1 damage. They'll do 4. This is the round I die. So, it was nice knowing y'all. Please, we could do this maybe to lengthen it out, but it's realistically not going to do it. Yeah, we don't got the cards here. It's just not in the cards. Because, like, now that guy's there, I can do 2 damage, but at the same time, 2 damage is not going to negate their 4 damage. I basically have to hope that I can take the hit here and take the hit here and do this, and get in 2 damage. That's going to kill that. That's going to kill that, and then I will be at what? Still under. Alright, so the real way about this is I'm going to have to go Aqua Squirrel, Mantis, and then again with the Curious Thing, and hope that I can get 1, 2, and then they're going to kill both of mine, and then next round I could only get 1, 2. I can maybe get through this, but it's going to be absolutely by the teeth if I'm able to pull this off, and realistically this is going to be a deadline. Alright, let's hope, because the second that one of these 2 can take me for 1 hit, I am toast. Alright, need this squirrel. We can't win without it. We are down to just the squirrels, so it's not going to be very good. So in case you haven't played this game before, Casey's Mod is just a representation of the first part of this game, where you get to experience the story of this game. And the story of Inscryption is that there's basically a card game that's got deep psychological holds. Did I barely hit the line? I did. Okay. That's not going to help me later. Okay, but ideally this campfire will. We're going to have another battle, and then we're going to deal with pelts. We don't have any gold. Okay. So, here we go. Alright, so the cards are, not that one, do you want bones or blood? These usually have more unique values in them, so let's go with blood. Great white shark, which I don't necessarily know what I can do, but let's go ahead and get it going. So, we are going to go up to this campfire. If it's damage, then it's obviously the Mantis. We are bringing the model up. I don't want to risk it. I need this card, so we're going to go ahead and take it back. We're hopeful to get more campfires. We don't really have the same build schema as last time to hope that we're going to get a lot of these. Probably going to go get items as much as the items items don't really help, but if I get like the turntable or the like hook or something like that, realistically there are paths. So we're going for this trapper, and then we're heading up to the actual battle. So let's get through this one. We have defensive flying. Alright, so again we are looking at this mantis. Really need that snow fur out of the way, but it was here before me, so I should have looked. Oh no, this is the wild bull build, so he's going to throw this card, but first he's going to attack my mantis, so this is the right spot. Alright, so functionally, the best plan of using the eggs is you have squirrels. You don't really have anything other than the squirrel. So we're going to go around the boulder and kill the bull. That bull can be real difficult because it moves around, but if you know what you're doing, it's not that hard. The great white shark, thankfully with a high cost, it's going to be, at the very least, not normally drawn. We're slowly climbing up these. We got the 4 and the 2 on the damage. We're doing a lot better than last round. We actually got some damaging cards, which is ironic because we probably could have taken the bears if we got this build. Alright, let's go on. I don't have this. Thanks for the free pelt. That's all I get. You have me gratitude. Alright, we are in the trapper zone, so let's go ahead and look at what we got up ahead. I have another item here, so we can either go this way or this way. I don't realistically think I'm going to wind up getting all the tribes that way. But, you know, for sacrifice, I don't have anything to sacrifice, so I wind up doing that on that. But one thing is, if you do these onto pelts, you can get some pretty rare stuff. So I might want to sacrifice the great white and go on the rabbit pelt. So that would be this path. I don't know. I'm thinking that might be the way. Even though that's 4 damage, I'm probably never going to use that great white shark. This is another path so that I can make sure it's not going to be a 1. But I think let's go with this way. Seems to make the most sense. And like I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to. I could go 2 that way, but I'm trying to hit that up, so let's go with this. Items. Alright. This is really helpful. This one will make it so the bears are a whole lot less difficult. I think that I'm going to go with the... Now, again, I don't have the bears, but this is still really powerful, being able to use these cards. Alright, let's go up. Alright. These birds will jump away. Alright, got a raven. Gonna fly over though, so not really that influential. We hit the mantis up. We start. Alrighty. We realistically don't need any other cards. We're just looking at this from a perspective of what is this gonna do. Alright. As long as he doesn't draw anything else, we are already there. Looks like it. Like I said, without the bears, it's almost like a joke sometimes. Oh, we gotta crack the raven egg. That great white is probably not going to be on our deck in a few turns. Alrighty. So, oh right, we don't even get to go to the moon because of the thing. Okay, so it looks like either way, unless I go this way, which I don't really need unless I'm trying to get a pack rat. Well, it is a 2-2, and I am losing this 2 health. I might do that so I get the mantis, and I'll just keep my items. Go this way to here, and then hit up the trapper, and hope that I can survive both phases. Let's see here. We got a bat. We got a kingfisher. 2 flyers. How about not a flyer? A wolverine. Well, this is an interesting one. I'm going with Wolverine. Alright, so we will go ahead and get a pack rat because we already got 2 items. The pack was full, but a small critter approached. Alright, here's the pack rat. Gives us an item every time we play it. Now, let's do a sacrifice. Goodbye, Great White. Hello, Rabbit Pelt. Now this doesn't seem to make very much sense, does it? We're making this Rabbit Pelt swim. But by doing that, if I go trade this in, this guy's going to give me a super card instead of just a regular card. Let's hit up the trapper. Alright, so now we gotta get past the traps. But at the very least, we have a replenishing card. And it's a mantis. And it's I have to say, the soundscape in this game is so good. It is well made to the highest order. Alright, let's keep going. Up the bullfrog. Alright. Let's see here. Realistically, it doesn't really matter what we pull. Oh shoot, it did matter what we pull. Well, I mean, the baseline of it is the same. Alright. So we should be good at the traps. That shouldn't be the problem. Unless that rabbit decides to get in trouble. Okay. So, now we got this rabbit pelt. Not that it does anything, but we'll hold on to that for later. And 2 and 2. We are on to the second phase. So, this will be when the bears are killing us. But thankfully the bears aren't killing us. But even with that mantis build, I feel like we would have won. So, let's go ahead and check it out. The powerful creatures, choose wisely. We got a wolf pelt, great if you can, but know this. The rest will stay and fight some. Okay, I think that this guy's good as a bullfrog and a possum. You're just too funny. So realistically, the 1/1 opossum and the flying ant I can get with the raven egg, and as long as I don't attack the raven egg, then this raven will just be a small amount of damage. Alright. So again, we hold this and move on. Kill both. This guy moves down. Does 2 damage. Oh, they both died. Alright, so. Alright, there goes the mantis. But it's not the end of the world. Oh, grab a little bit of it. There we go. Alright, so put the mantis back down. You can just stay. You're not causing any danger anymore. Alright. So we got this Wolverine. At the very least, get some damage here, right? Alright, so as you saw, the Wolverine went from 1 to 2 damage. We just increased our potential. Let's see what non-rares we're getting. We got the Dire Wolf. That's a pretty good card. But then again, this card too. Realistically, which would be better? If we're trying to get this, we realistically realistically need the dire wolf. This doesn't count toward the tribe. This doesn't count toward the tribe. So realistically, I have but one card for the tribes. I don't really like the Moose Buck. He's too costly, and I don't really want a dire wolf. But I also don't want to not draw the mantis. So we're going to go with the dire wolf because that is the best option. Right. On the map 2, we will need another map. Alright guys, give me just 1 second. I'm going to stretch my legs and back. Some people don't like this guy. Some people just don't try and pass it. I need more cards, so I'm going to try and get more cards. Pine needles crunch beneath your feet. Feeling a breath of fresh scented air. You're embraced by the woodlands. Alright, let's go check our map out. Trial of Wisdom, that's probably our best bet. We do not have a good hand for that, and realistically, we don't have a good hand for that. So, Trial of Wisdom. Yep. Good. Alright, cool. All of my symbols. Trial was passed. What are we getting? Oh! Wow, really? You get an item with left and right. This guy's really cool, too. He gets better, and he's worth, oh, this is insane, actually. If I could only get this with this, that would be, wow. Yeah, if this could be here, probably the best that I can. I believe this is an ungulate, if I'm not mistaken. We can use this guy as our hoofy friend. This is another bug. This is another bug. Realistically, this is a good one because the bees would give ants. But let's go ahead and do the wild bull. Because these two are an insane combination. And evolve and give itself. So we are back too far. So I don't know if you got to see this game before. But this is a game where you take place inside of a cottage. This is the secret lower room back here. You can see that there's all kinds of different devices. You got your book here. You got these mushrooms. But anyway, here's the black nothingness. Let's turn more. And then there's the first view. So he's over here. Anyway, let's get back to it. So we are looking at another campfire up here. I don't really care about that. So looks like we gotta go to the right. Oh, there's good. That's what's the first card we get. Oh, gives bees. I did. Oh, yes. I need this in the insect. It has begun. Alright, so let's go ahead and get up here so we can make it happen. Alright, so we got the Wolverine, the pack rat, and more importantly, the mantis. That pronghorn's going to kill me, and it's going to drop the tail. Alright. Mantis here. Realistically, that's good for that. Down it goes. Alright. We got eggs in here. We got really hopeful that we can get to this next campfire. I think that we're pretty good. That's going to be most of that damage, and then it'll move, but it'll move over here once it gets hit. It's a weird move. This Wolverine, I thought carried it over. I'm thinking of a different creature that has this kind of symbol, but it retains the actual damage. This is back down to 1. Alright, well. No sense in dealing with that then. Alright, so we got ideally this build set up. At this card, eventually, if I can get that other one, the bees, it'll basically feed itself. Stoked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kill mice. Another really, really good sigil. Would I even put field mice on? Another dire wolf. Then that's still a 3 blood cost. I think that ultimately the best thing I could do here is let's look at the eggs where we're at. We need a 4 health, a 4 and a 5 damage, and 2 tries. Is that 3 damage? I got 3 damage. Alright, we are back at the campfire. One more pass to make the mantis even more powerful. This one makes it basically inconsequential, but the real thing, as long as we got the summon, we should not push our luck. This is our contingent card. We got fly defensive wolves. Got the wolf club and the opossum. Alright, so what was interesting was trying to figure this out back when I was trying to do all the challenges, and I did do it. I think I was one of the first to do it. Look at that. 6, he's done. Already beat it. Is this another one? Unused. Don't need to realistically sacrifice. Oh, this is going to be where I trade it. And yeah, so I need to get that and then trade it. So that's going to be the path. Nothing wrong with a black goat. Except that 1 blood cost. But alright. I'll play your gamble. My patience is nearing its limits. But I will pay just like the master. Alright, so I think that oh, see, now here comes the hard question. Do I double the mantis, or do I double the wild bull, or do I double the rabbit pelt? hard call. Honestly, I feel like I just need a second mantis. I will attempt this. Keep the sigil. Yeah, you got the sigil. Same. He just made the same card. Was that a no cost? You might have reduced the cost by one even further. Alright, so we got this. I can't go locking over here, so we're going. Oh, I hope that wasn't being sick. Alright, tail out with these wolves. Alright, the dire wolf is pretty good. He's just gonna kick butt. That's 4 damage. Alright, here we go. Got the curious egg. If you're looking at the egg, it's a lot closer. I need to get 2 more tribes, 2 more sets of damage, and 1 more health. So we're almost there, people. But the porcupine hits my dire wolf, but again, that's not really the problem or what I care about. Alright, so trying to get the mantis. The mantis is free. Oh my goodness. What? Okay, it costs. It's just you don't have a cost in the corner. Alright. 1, 2. This kills that. The dire wolf can go 1, 2. And that's a check. Wait. Alright, let's keep walking. We got this trade in. I sincerely think that it's time to switch them out. We got this special. Oh, really? This is supposed to give us something interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the cards we do have. Alright, so I guess to put the cockroach on the black toad. Alrighty. Can't go that way. Alright, now we're doing health. Alright, so what do we need here? We need a 4 health. We have 2 twos. I think I'm going to go with this one. Alright. Field Mice. Quite possibly one of the best cards in the game, by the way. Field Mice will allow you to make a duplicate of the card when you get the card. So, let's go ahead and get some items to replace the 1. And we'll fight the Prospector. We already got one. Another pack rat. Thanks, buddy. Alright, so we're going into the Prospector fight now. Thankfully, we got some real respawning agents. Alright, so the wolves hop in the way. Stand in the way of me gold! Be darned! Alright, that's round 1. And he kills my stuff. Alright, that's that. We are probably going to get through this run pretty soon. We're looking at making pretty good pace, and this mantis, realistically, these 2 mantises make it very, very easy. Right. Good deal. Alright, so what is the non-rare? We are looking for a beaver maybe, or what else is 4 health? Direwolf Pup. Great White. Hopefully this is a little cheaper. And another Direwolf. We already got this. Alright, so what do we need? 4 and 5 attack. 4 and 5 attack. And then 2 more drive. Alright, well, great way it is. Alright, we are moving on to the 3rd phase. Let me think. Now we're in the Angler's ground. A swarm of insects gathered around you. Reptiles slipped and slithered around your feet. You are now engulfed by the wetlands. Alright, so we realistically need more cards. I'd rather try and pass the card test. What do we got here? Health, blood, bones. Well, I'm trying to think about this realistically, you guys. I think that we probably got the bones in this. Maybe we do got the Wolverine here. I'm thinking bones. We fail. We fail. Okay, we got the Wolverine. We got it. This guy was a detriment, but hey, we need to get a 5 attack, or what do we realistically need? We need 2 more. Another Great White, which that's cool, but it's already 3 blood in cost. You don't do anything except like a bunch of sacrifices in. You seem to be the best play, and I don't believe I have a bird. Alright, let's go ahead and get the bird here. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at this. I got 1 more card up here, and they're going to make me ditch one. So if I had to ditch one, it's going to be one of the pack rats. Alright, let's go ahead and go up this way. I don't really think, yeah, alright. Alright. Another pack rat. Alright. One more battle. Some evolving reptiles. Alrighty, Mantis and Raven Egg. What a good build. Alright, cool. So we can go ahead and this, and then drop this. There's a frog. This does not have infinite returns. So we will put that there. Go with this, and you can go there, and then you can go here. Yeah, that Raven Egg totally changed the build, and then we don't really have any need for that. Alright. Like I said, we are approaching on getting it done. So now this Mantis in my hand, there's the Raven. Oh, I honestly don't need the... Yeah. Okay, cool. So we Sacrifice again here, and we move it on. There we are. A little bit of extra tea. Alright. We are making quick pace of this angler's domain. We got another trade in, which I don't think we have any pelts. So, yep, we're good on pelts. Alright, so let's go this way. Could theoretically trade in and try and get pelts. That would basically finalize. We're looking for what? We need to get one more tribe. So I've got a goat, I've got a bug, I've got a bird, I've got a wolf. So I need, what is that, a reptile? I'm short a reptile. Let's go ahead and try and get the reptile. This is a chance of a reptile, this is a chance of a reptile. This is a more guaranteed path. Let's go for a 5 damage reptile, which I don't think exists. But, hey, it's the least we can do. So, how many are there here? We've got 1, 2, 3, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 15. So, theoretically, to get one wolf pelt, I think that's a better play. And then we won't have enough of the rabbit. Alright, let's go. So we move to here, throw out one of those. Oh, we got another duplicate over there if we didn't take it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get through this. We got so many cards, so many cards. Most people wouldn't advise this many cards, but I say let's go ahead and get my back rat. Alright, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. I know that it's a little bit late, so I'm not expecting a huge turnout, but at the same time, I'm trying to give you guys some quality content. We got another pack rat we're going to get in the deck. Alright, I got to use an item this turn. I don't want another pack rat. Alright. Here we are with some damage raising. That's a really dangerous symbol. Alright, so we got a mantis that is an absolute menace. I need to put something here. This guy is also... So this is going to be dangerous this first round, all 3 of these. So the black goat is not really necessary. Let's go from here. Sacrifice the fact that... oh, wait a minute. I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh, I could have put it here as well. Realistically, they didn't even get to play. But that symbol would have been really dangerous if we didn't have so much damage. Let's trade in the cards and try and get a 5 damage, as well as a, which I don't think there is a 5 damage. So this guy could be a 5 damage, but he'll never count it as a 5 damage. We did need a reptile, so I'm thinking skinking. Realistically, if we go with the bullfrog, it's the same stats, but the skink's a better one. Oh shoot, either way, it's going to give us a 1 blood. This is going to be painful. I mean, we already have a 1 blood build already, don't we? But there's other paths. We get the black goat. Yeah, so raven egg. There's other possibilities. Most of them are enabling our higher power cards. But yeah, I think that if we're going to... Oh wait, I got a second pull. So realistically, I don't have to take the reptile this round. So as far as the closest on damage, I guess the answer would be the wild bull. We already have 1, but we may as well get a second and try and build it up. Let's get this wolf pelt going. Magpie that comes with a bone. This is the bell ringer. This is the 3rd tentacle. He will literally give you 4, 3, 2, or 1 damage, depending on how close he is to ring the bell. This is a mealworm that would give a rabbit. Not that great. We got another wild bull. I still didn't get my reptile. That's a little frustrating. Alright, I don't really want the cuckoo river otter. A possum that gives another opossum is probably our best play, which is sad because I don't really see. Yeah, one possum that gives an extra possum, please. I really wish we could have been over here. I'm not seeing another campfire anywhere nearby, so that's a little frustrating. I think we're actually not going to get to hatch these eggs. It's really not a critical thing, but I honestly like hatching the eggs. I still didn't use this. Alright, well, more pack strats. They're going to be build ratted up. Alright, so look at all of our cards. We got totem here, totem here, we got a sacrifice here, and then this is another cost, but realistically we already blew the cost metric thing. I think we'll go this way and hopefully be able to pick up, what is it, a bug? Alright. Thanks for the bone. Alright, we got field mice. We got a black goat. Okay. One. That's gonna fork and basically ruin the run if I don't kill it right now. Alright, there we go. And there's our second field mouse. Alright. We are giving this a go. And we lost. The end. Well, wasn't it a good run? Not really, right? At the end, Nero. Oh well. But that's Inscryption, you guys. It's a really fun game. I may not have won, but I was playing on a very high difficulty. These guys make it a lot more difficult. I am going to go ahead and hop on out of the game. I wanted to talk to you guys very briefly if I had the second. I am trying my best to work on some high-end science, you guys. I'm making it as best I can to give you guys some high-end stuff. I know that at the end of the day, it may seem like a lot of information I'm trying to shove your way, but hopefully these will be really imperative notes for later that somebody might want or somebody might need. These are the kind of things that I'm hopeful will change the universe someday. At the end of the day, I don't have guarantee that my ideas will take over the world, but possibly someday the emergent electronic life form, the eel. What eels shall we summon in time? I really hope to make a lot of progress and to change the way the world is. And if you guys were interested, I have a lot of really cool stuff in the wings, hopeful for you. If for some reason you were wanting to try and learn more about my work, I am happy to give people answers on all different kinds of stuff. But when it comes to the bonus content, okay. When it comes to people's specific thoughts, I would like you guys to understand that I'm not trying to tell you that you have to think the way that I do, but I am trying to show you that at the end of the day, I'm making a different world. I'm not just here trying to go, wouldn't it be a cool idea if we were to put a banana on the moon? That is a pretty fun idea. I do think that ultimately we need more kindness and generosity and compassion. And if you guys want more information about my plans, my schemes, my ideas, you can definitely check me out on some of the platforms that we got going on. I know that not everybody is ready and raring to bring on the future, but I sure am. I'm trying my hardest. I hope that you guys understand that I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer in it all. Anyhow, you guys, I think that I'm about to wrap it up for the evening. It has been a true delight. Looks like we're still going good. Ideally, it is still projecting. And otherwise, you guys, if you enjoyed my stuff, go ahead and like or comment. I'd love it if you guys followed. Trying to make more and more content. I will say I work a whole lot. I have Christmas off, but otherwise it's a busy day. And I'm so sorry that I don't have the ability to just give you guys the infinite of it. But I will say I'm trying my best to give you guys interesting poetry and content through my Sora. Let's give this a check.
Dawn breached the twilight holy. We are ripples waved. Silver sliver moon.
But yeah, well, I guess I got banned, so that's good. Oh, see? Not a big fan. But in any case, you guys should really check out my Sora. It's Ball Silver, if you haven't gotten a chance to do it. I'm doing my best to try and make it down here. This is the promised land. So, little fun fact, I learned this. I don't know if you guys knew this. Did you know that there is a whopping 2 days in the Antarctic wastes? So, in case you guys are unaware of that, it dawns for 6 months, and then the sun sets for 6 months. So that's really interesting to me. I think that's really neat and cool. I think ultimately, though, it's all about what we make of it, you guys. And I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day. I'm going to try and close her out for you. So it's been a real deal, and I hope you guys have another night. I got to figure out where I'm going with this. All right. I think it was one of these. Here we are. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, it's been a crazy run, and I hope you guys had a bananas fun time. Got in about an hour, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. I hope everybody enjoys. Thanks so very much for coming, you guys. And ultimately, like I said, check out the channels. Try and subscribe. I'm really happy to see you guys coming through. So thanks for all my comments. I really appreciate you. And at the end of the day, anything that I can do to let you guys know that you really mean a lot to me, I'm going to do my part to keep it up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I'm going to try and do more later. Like I said, more scientific proofs, more potential craziness heading out the way towards Antarctica. And I guess otherwise, there's not a whole lot left to say other than it's been a good time. And let me show you guys as best I can this. I've really tried to flip my camera, but it did not want to work. All right. Let me go ahead and show you guys a gift that I got for the holidays. It is probably my favorite thing. It is called an oddball. So this, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but they honestly should send me more of these. In any case, this is basically a little DJ ball. It's a MIDI controller, and I think I can use it for physics. But more to the point, it's useful in the sense of being able to do all kinds of remixing. So let's go ahead and get this going. I have at least one to show you guys. This is probably and possibly what I'd hope to do as far as the future of my channel. So let's go ahead and check out this hopeful song that I got going on. Anyway, it's just an early prompt, but at the end of the day, it's been me, Ball. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you guys didn't have a bad time. I'm trying my best to keep it up. Oh, hi. You are late, but it's okay. Welcome in. Bagel, you're more than welcome to come check it out and go back through it. I'm really glad that you were able to make it in. I do value all my subscribers, and I know that You didn't miss it. It's on YouTube. You can go check it out and go through the backlog, even if you missed the live bits. I'm going to try my best to do more in the future. So you may have missed this one, but we can coordinate in the future to make sure that we can get it together for you. But anyway, guys, like I said,
hey y'all, it's fall.
I'm going to take it out of here.
It's fall.
It was a really good time hanging out. And if you guys get the chance, go ahead and watch the backlog. I didn't get to talk as much science, but I did get to play a good amount of Inscryption. So if you guys enjoy that, or if you enjoy the ball pit, or if you enjoy the content, let me know down here, up there. I don't know where your stuff is. Just put some comments in there. All right, anyway, this has been my stream for the night. So hopefully the second of many, or as the robots call it, number one. So take care, you guys. Happy holidays. And I'm intending on doing a lot of content for both the 24th and the 25th. So if you guys don't have anything going on for those days, all the best. Good night.